of the interesting things you said in the book was, we're often told that leaders are readers, and you said maybe we should read less. Maybe we need to stop reading so much. So reading could be an entanglement, perhaps. But say something about that. Why? That was
okay.
a nice a pleasant surprise, because yeah, I would like to read less.
Okay, so this, Marcus, of all the book, I think this could be the one piece people have the most opinion on, either positively or negatively. It's already started, and the book is not even out yet. I was speaking at a conference, 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
A gentleman was kind of hanging outside the door, and I noticed I was in there just kind of prepping. I thought, I bet this guy want to talk. And I love just hanging out with people. And I was like, hey, come on in. And so anyways, we spent the next hour together. And in listening to him, he was wanting to do some things, wanting to make a decision. And I said to him, you know what? I said, do you read a lot? Yes. Do you listen to a lot of podcasts? Yes. I said, I'm about to tell you something that you're going to either love me or hate me. And he goes, what? I said, stop. Stop. And he was like, stop reading? I said, yeah. He goes, wait a minute, but you write books. You're telling me to stop reading? I said, yes. After you read mine. No, just kidding. I said, right. Stop reading, stop listening, stop. And he was like, why? I said, the decision that you need to make, you already know. But what you're doing when you're reading and listening is you're hoping that if something else, and so guess what? You keep delaying this decision, and you keep listening and you keep reading for what? And he's like, well, I guess in case I'm missing something. I said, do you think you're missing something? He said, no. I said, then stop. Yeah. And so he actually emailed me that night and said he stopped his podcast, and I think, man, I'm about to upset some people. And reading, and he made the decision. And he said it was an element, it was really liberating. And so I teach on the university in higher ed. Yeah. So I'm like reading is part of what we do. I love reading. I write books to be read. However, I think there is an element rhythmically that sometimes we have an over information mind that we think the more I get, the better I am and the better decisions. I actually think sometimes in the seasons of life might actually work against us. So maybe you're listening and maybe you need to take a reading break or a podcast break or an audiobook break. What do you already know that's enough for now?